How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to more Wizard Chess. I've been watching some other creators play this game, and I love that within the first 10 seconds of every video, people are like, oh man, this music is really good. Jums did a fantastic job with the original soundtrack here. We're so happy with it. So I just kind of want to do an intermittent series here. I'm going to keep playing the game here and there whenever I kind of have time to slip it into the schedule. Play around with new things, like we have the archer now to take into battle with us, slowly reveal more of the game. Because it is an early access, things are still being updated and reworked, and so it'll be an interesting way to kind of document things and see how it changes and evolves, and eventually the new biomes will be added and all that. We can just slowly show more and more of the game. I'll start with the different party. This one has the rogue as one of these starting units rather than having two mercs. I think the rogue is really valuable, so I want to play around with that. Another thing is that the balance is still being struck in this game. The devs, 2 PM, are really trying to figure out how to effectively balance that. And so some of that is going to start making its way into the game. Right now, I believe I'm still playing the initial relaunch build, but I'm questioning it a little because these three do 5 damage. The 2 imps have pretty high health. The skeleton has really high health. That's just kind of a startling first room. The imp can kill my rogue, so I absolutely have to get him out of the way. That, I think, is the biggest, most immediate threat, and where I can move him to is pretty limited. I can't move him closer to the gnome. I basically have to kind of just get him out of there. That's all I could think to do with him, to just try and keep him safe. Holy smokes. Luckily, these two have a decent amount of health, so they can knock down one guy. Their high damage is the thing that's mostly freaking me out. Okay, that's good. Picking them off. Yeah, you can try and go for him, but I'm not gonna let you. Let's let him have his moment. Slip in there and deal with it. So, here's something I had been calculating incorrectly. So, on moving, become poised, gain an attack buff for this turn up to your skill point, not equal to. That was my bad, my misreading of things. So you randomly will gain a value 1, 2, or 3, whatever your max skill is. And there I did 8 because the bard also inspired him to do 1 additional damage. Let me kind of just get the dog out of the way while I wait for the imp to come to us a little bit. Oh, is he just gonna... He skipped his turn. Oh, you tricky little duck. It's not a duck at all, but there's this effect in game called loneliness. See, lonely one, there it was. He will just start becoming weaker, and so now at this point, whatever unit I take over to him will be able to, the risk is gone. It's just a mechanic in game that once you're down to chasing this one last unit, rather than going through the pain of cornering them while they're continually running away from you, they kind of just start to die of loneliness. I feel so bad for them as I'm laughing hysterically about it. You are most vulnerable. That's where I'm sticking that. I'm gonna go with this combat, then I'll gain access to 2 reward rooms at once, it looks like, so that'll be pretty hefty. Lose 1 attack for each friendly unique element deployed. So if I were to kill this other gnome, he would actually become stronger again for each unique element. I think so. So for each of these I attack, he'll gain 1 attack back. You're not that big of a concern, really. You can't do a lot of damage. I'll kind of just corner him because Sheldon's about to start throwing more of his crab buddies around, and I don't really want to deal with those. So let's just cut that off ASAP, shall we? I can slip into there to get that kill, and he's not quite strong enough to enact any sort of revenge. I'm opening up my rogue to slip in there. I'm hoping he'll move somewhere. Ah, perfect. Perfectly in line. I guess I had a bunch of guys who could have got him there. But for whatever reason, I was locked in. It had to be the rogue. Okay, first reward room. Simple, easy. Maybe we'll get an archer. That'd be nice. Nope, just Einer and a veteran. Permanently gain 1 upgrade to a random stat after surviving a combat encounter. I am going to get that, and I'm going to give it to the rogue. I have so much faith in his ability to survive, keep on rocking. Alright, we have Bloodbound, 1 attack for each friendly unit of the same element deployed. Well, right now we have 2 earths and 2 fires. I just gave something to our fire guy, so I'm going to throw it over here to earth. I'm like 90% sure that the brown is earth. I'm questioning that all of a sudden. Alright, let's go for some like simpler attacks and battles over here. 5, 5, 5. Quite a few 5 damagers. And I've raised my collective defense enough that it's actually not a concern. Oh, he had less armor even than I was realizing. That'll be a simple, one more simple one to knock off. I think I mentioned up top, now I'm already forgetting how I phrased it, that the balance of the game is in flux, trying to determine exactly how to raise the difficulty or create a functioning difficulty curve. It's a really, really insanely difficult thing to do in game development. I was actually impressed watching people like Retromation and Halien covered it, and seeing them do really well in their first runs of the game. I was like genuinely impressed by that. I'll see more of the map if I take that combat. And so with some discussions here, he'll attack diagonally, so this is going to be bam, big victory there. Trying to figure out, like, should the difficulty of the game be raised? And right now the answer is seeming like probably. The later biomes will definitely be harder, but maybe this first one needs to be made a little harder as well. He gains defense after being attacked, so on the spot right here, right this second, he does not have any sort of benefit. Let me set up the rogue. Oh, he went right where I can't get to him. No, I'll attack diagonally. Hopefully I get enough of a poised boost. There it is. And my rogue should keep getting additional benefits for surviving. So he's quickly becoming like extremely powerful. Let me support some of my other units a little bit further there. I have a good supply of money, so let me actually run to a store. Come on, come on! The archer, where are the archers at? Do you know what? Which of you is like most garbage? Cal, the traitorous. You stink. I probably could have thrown out one of the people I already have. It's fine. Oh my god, I'm insanely bad luck here. That I did unlock the archer. I for sure did. I for sure unlocked the archer. You have friendly unit type. So the fire one is of less value. I'm throwing him away. There, Razor the Timid. Oh, that sucks that you have a negative trait. Oh, honestly, it's negative attack after being attacked. And realistically, I kind of never want him to be attacked. The archer is quite vulnerable, right? Oh, do you know what would be really nice? If there was a random room type that was like a well, a curing well or something that you could remove these negative traits from units, that would be really nice. Oh my god, all that, did I get a free one anyways? I'm throwing you in a pit the first chance I get, I swear. The archer is so vulnerable, the defense for him is especially valuable right now, so that's where I'm gonna go. I'll go do some more combats, get more money, then revisit some shops, but I should probably try to like, oh, see my stupid one is the one who got plopped down here, but I can at least show how they work. As an action, target attack on any square within your skill radius, and attack damage will be dealt to any unit occupying it until another tile is targeted. So if I were to select him, the archer cannot move. You would kill that guy regardless, so it's not a great example. There's no one he can really kill. But I'll let this play out for the sake of showing it. I would select the archer, and these pink tiles with the targeted cursor, this is where the archer will attack. He has 4 skill, 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. So you could raise the archer's skill and target more of the map. So I will drop it right here, assuming the skeleton will move to gang up on this guy. He would probably at least try. So anticipating that the skeleton will move up to there, I'm going to target that. Oh, that's not where he went. Damn, I should have just targeted there. But now you'll see the Lancer doesn't have enough, 5 versus 7. So instead, the archer can contribute here. 1, 2. If I ever step on that space, like, the archer will just keep automatically attacking it. If I were to step a friendly unit onto that space, it will do damage. So you have to be careful that you don't put it in a position where you're eventually gonna, like, screw yourself. So here the archer can contribute there as well. The archer can be, like, extremely valuable. It's just a matter of making sure you don't trap yourself and end up doing some damage. Let me set a few things up here. Probably about the worst place you could have chose to step. The dog will boost both of them, and the archer is gonna fire on you. So that's gonna be among the most damage I think I've ever done in a single turn. Up there, it's certainly up there. Extra attack to the archer, to the good archer, right? I hope I gave it to the good one. Yeah, to the good archer. Let's go to the tiny shop. Oh, surely there'll only be like 1 or 2 things for sale. What the heck? It's fully loaded. For each friendly unique, this is blood-bound. For each friendly unique unit of the same element deployed. For each friendly unique element deployed. Friendly unit of the same element. Friendly unit of the same element. Friendly unique element. Of the same and unique. Okay, yes, these are the separations. Why did I have to read that like 9 times to really wrap my head around it? There we go. Overthinking it. Let's boost skill to the archer, actually. That would be really good. And I can afford like 1 more thing. Raise attack by 2. A notably strong one here. Let's boost one of our other guys. Get someone else in the running of being a contributing member of this party here. I'm going to open up access to the boss for whenever I feel like ready for it. Oh, see, this is bad. You're protected, but if someone else chooses to get involved, my archer, that one especially, just feels like notably vulnerable right this second. And so I'm trying to find a way to like get in there. All right, you'll live. Let's take out that gnome so he doesn't run over and muck things up. Luckily still safe after that. Yeah, not a lot of concerns going on in that side of everything. You can't quite do it on your own. Neither can you. None of the positions of my guys are really that helpful right now. Let me see. You'll be fine. That'll take care of itself. The Lancer, not quite strong enough. But let's kind of corner this skeleton a little bit. Maybe that thing will get involved and it'll just get itself killed. That very much seems like what is about to happen. Let's get you targeting this square. Excellent. Not too shabby, eh? Vim and skill. I'm popping that on the archer. More combat for more money so I can go to more shops is my main thinking. All right. Sheldon, you are dead instantaneously. So many of you guys are just going to be dead in this first turn with the rogue. I'm going to sniper shot over to here. This is going to be a big first turn. That's what I'm saying. Oh, shit. He killed the crappy one. At least he killed the crappy one. But it does feel like maybe killing 4 things in 1 turn should happen a little less often, but you know, it's a difficult thing to balance. We're excited for more and more people to. I want that archer to live, and higher range. Ooh, that's sweet, actually. We want more and more people to play the game because we want your feedback on whether things seem too easy currently. So that Sheldon is toast. Actually, this gnome will kill that archer. Oh, and I can't move the archer. I have to get the... You'll get inspired. The Smirk will get inspired. It'll have 7 damage. It'll kill the Sheldon. So I don't even need the rogue. I need the rogue over here to kill the gnome. Otherwise, the gnome will kill that archer. Oh, the dog barked the Sheldon away. That's, it's fine. It's fine. Let's position you here. Same thing. Now you'll have the bark bonus rather than the inspiration, but it's still at least something. You'll be able to take care of that now. And you have the range with all the skill boosting to shoot that gnome off in the distance. Sweeping him away. A new rogue. Sure, yeah, we'll take him. We'll take him. And Blood Blessed Merc. You know what? We don't now we have quite a few things, but also same element. We have a bunch of that element all of a sudden. That just like kind of worked out. We'll gather up these units, you know, maybe I toss some of them in the pit if I don't feel like I need them. The veteran stat is really good. Maybe I never had anyone. For some reason I thought he had the veteran stat. And that's just definitely not the case. Now you can. I think you're allowed to have both. Oh, right, it replaces. I think it overrode it entirely. That's fine. That's what you have now. Attack +2. Dangerous. You don't want to mess around with that. Some defense. A little bit more defense. Yeah, let's keep you nice and alive. I don't really need one additional merc. He has the Blood Bless, but he has the better attack. He's been juiced up a little bit more. So I'm tossing him. Guarded. Gain 1 defense for each unit of the same class deployed. Maybe. I think I'm better off probably just buying up. These cost the same, which is kind of goofy sometimes. Like cost 3, and one is twice as good, like literally. So sometimes those prices are a little like iffy. In case you get folded into a battle, I want to make sure you're a little bit protected. Let's make this rogue a little stronger, you know. He may end up being needed in the boss battle. You know, you kind of end up bringing in like a ton of units. So I want to make sure there's a little bit of rounding to my party here. Your damage is enough that you will just kill both of them. And I'm going to shoot that imp from a distance here. If you can take out that amount of units that quickly, then like basically anything else that happens in the battle is not going to matter. I guess I shouldn't say that. I did lose that one unit pretty easily and quickly, one of those battles. Wow, okay. Tons of freebie upgrades there. Now it's just a matter of how many of these combats do I think I want to do. And in order to juice up my party even further, you know? Not a lot of threats here. None really. I'm actually at a stupid amount of upgrades to be able to apply. Maybe Vim is a little too abundant, you know? I'm being handed out upgrades after, like, most combats. Like, let's see here. Vim and an upgrade. So, like, things are just kind of getting beefy and strong really quickly here with very minimal effort, because my party is already strong enough to just plow through these rooms. And so as soon as you have that level of like strength working for you, that guy's got a scary amount of damage, then the combats are that much easier. And then you gather up more skills, more rewards, more Vim, hit up more shops. It compounds pretty quickly, as is what I'm noticing. That's my current feeling on things. The skill raising further doesn't even matter, I don't think, at that point. Additional defense, there's so much going around. We'll hit a shop, maybe buy up a couple more things. These guys are both like cursed, so I don't even really want either of them. Higher skill, so you can more easily do your cool Lancer move. And you know what, just generally stronger. This is a beefy team. Let me run like 1-2 more combats, maybe. Oh, I didn't get to bring the rogue with me this time. I love having the rogue. Oh, and they're just all enough that I can't quite kill them in one shot. None of them do that much damage though, so I don't even have to be that concerned. Take 3 additional damage when attacked. So you know what? You're actually a pretty easy one to take care of. Nice. Oh, and you got the inspiration as well. Do you know what? That basically means that if... Oh, you damn dog. You damn dirty dog. All right, get a load of this though. How about this for a 1-2? Because I get the inspiration every time, and I do 7 damage. They have 7 health. Archer could just single-handedly take care of it. I'm gonna do these ones that all have 2 spaces. They're probably more likely to grant what I'm looking for. I didn't actually get to take the archer with me on that one. I didn't even look that fully around. 4 and 5. Yeah, I'm basically set. None of these basic enemies have enough damage to be a threat once you raise your defense to a certain level. So, you know, basically I'm just checking to see here. Did I gain, like, an attack bonus? I did. So now I can make the archer even more deadly. I honestly did not expect to be handed out that many rewards. That was a little bit absurd, really. Cool. Let's pass that all around. And pretty confidently, I think, can take on the boss. Oh, I had space for one more guy. I could have included one more guy if I really wanted. I always think when you have the rogue and you have that option to have those diagonal attacks, that a pretty good first thing to do in one of these boss rooms is use that to your advantage to take out 2 units at once. What I do from there, you know, we'll see. But that seems to be a pretty effective starting point. Let's take out one more. One more compared to the one I already knew I was for sure taking out. I'll just let that happen. No concern whatsoever. I'm one shy going across this way. And I think 2 shy going across that way. But, like, that would have been pretty funny to have an archer with enough skill to start picking out those, like, immediately and just be done with it. But maybe that's a bad strategy, because then you would have all those enemies on the board and the ogre pissed off and, like, engaged and taking part in the battle. But, like, it was an option. Well, let's get the archer in there. The ogre doesn't appear to be in any rush to actually start doing anything that deadly here. So let me just, I'll just take me a couple turns here, get things into position. Not quite, but I actually don't want to risk the 2 of them tag teaming together. He can summon things, I think. So, you know, that's still a risk. That might come up. But right now, we've cleared out the rest of his party relatively easily. I guess he moves around quite a bit, but he only has the 7. Like, the fact that I could one-shot that with the archer is pretty easy. Huh, I did it. I'm the best. You start to learn some tricks in this game, and things get notably easier. There's nothing that comes after this, so it doesn't even matter. We're gonna have Uber Dog jacked way up. New unit. I like the idea of rolling out units like one at a time, so I'll buy 1 unit. The monk can appear in reward rooms and shops. I will unlock a new party. This party starts with the cleric, which I actually don't think I have unlocked. I wouldn't have unlocked the cleric, and now I can't, but I have enough to unlock a trait. But I can't. I don't know why that is. I maybe cut things off somehow. you know, anytime something like this comes up, I'm passing it along to the devs for them to look over and maybe reverse engineer why that's not working. Early access games, you know, very iterative process. We're actively adding content to the game. There's a good reminder for that. So yeah, I'm very forgiving of these minor things like that have reared their head. The monk I will show off next time, and I will potentially wait because there is a beta branch going on right now where new features are being tested and the difficulty curve is being reworked. So I'm going to wait a week or something like that, and I'll come back to the game. Maybe I'll play the game like once a week, something like that, and show off a new corner of it, what's being changed, what's being worked on. I think that'll be a cool way to get feedback from you guys. If you watch along the series, you'll get a sense of how the game is evolving, and then you can have your input on what changes you like and dislike, or any suggestions you might have. It's an exciting thing with early access to include the community like that, and we really want to embrace that. So thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.